dear student, how are you? We are in our chapter Electrochemistry, Standard 12, Chapter 3 and lecture number 9. Okay? In the last lecture, we discussed about some important things. Conductivity, molar conductivity. Yes, once again. With decreasing in concentration, conductivity decreases. But with decreasing in concentration, molar conductivity increases. Yes. And we also discussed in last lecture plot lambda m versus concentration C. We get a straight line for KCl and curved for acetic acid. Why? Actually, KCl is a strong electrolyte. Here, acetic acid is a weak electrolyte. Yes, so here we are discussing about molar conductivity of the strong electrolyte and molar conductivity of the weak electrolytes. So here first strong electrolyte. Strong electrolyte. Carl Rose, scientist. Carl Rose examined some practical done by Carl Ross. Lambda degree m. We know lambda degree means maximum, highest molar conductivity at zero concentration. That is Simit, limiting infinite molar conductivity. Carl Ross examined lambda degree m value for a number of strong electrolytes, not weak. Strong electrolytes means 100% ionization occurs and observed certain regularities. Yes, some regularities. So here we will discuss that regularities. He noted that lambda degree m difference in lambda degree m of the electrolytes sodium halide and potassium halide for any x is the same, means common, nearly. For example, at 298 Kelvin, Carl Ross has some practical done on strong electrolytes like sodium halide and potassium halide. He had determined, calculated values, and some relation is established by Carl Ross. Carl Ross ने practical किया. Suppose sodium halide and here is potassium halide, here sodium chloride sodium bromide and sodium iodide. We are taking here KCl, KBr and Ki. We are taking. So now listen, actually what happens? From top to bottom in the group, size increases, molar conductivity increases. We discussed in the last lecture. Size increase, molar conductivity increases. So, lambda degree m KCl minus lambda degree m NaCl. Here chloride is common. So actual difference is between K plus and Na plus. So it is derived 23.4 Siemens into centimeter square into mole inverse. Like KCl ની infinite molar conductivity minus KCl minus NaCl. Infinite. KCl ની more હોય, NaCl ની less. So lower value should be subtracted from higher. Like this. Value of KBr minus value of NaBr, which also gives 23.4 Siemens into centimeter square into mole inverse. Now lambda degree m Ki minus NaI, so 23.4 Siemens into centimeter square into mole inverse. So you can see here our value is the same. So actual difference is between potassium and sodium. You can see here iodine common છે. Actual difference કયો? K plus અને Na plus વચ્ચેનો થયો ને, કારણ કે negative ion is common. And similarly, it was found that Kohlrausch's experiment છે. And similarly, it was found that NaKi minus NaI. We discussed. Here positive ion is common. Minus NaI. Lambda degree m. NaBr minus lambda degree NaI. Here which ion is common? Sodium is common. So bromide minus iodide. Like this, KBr minus NaI. No, NaCl. Here NaCl. KCl. Here potassium, positive radical common. So actual difference between bromide and chloride. Here actual difference between bromide and chloride. So which is 1.8 Siemens into this type of relation established by practically. Kohlrausch experiment લીધા. And now chlorine to bromine size increases. Group માં chlorine થી bromine જાઓ એટલે size increase થઈ. એટલે what happens? Migration more of bromide than chloride. એટલે higher value માંથી lower subtract થાય. The actual positive same છે. Bromide minus chloride remain same. So this type of practical done by Kohlrausch for the strong electrolytes, not for weak. On the basis of the above observation, on the basis of the above observations, on the basis of above observations, the Colrose law of independent migration of ion. Independent migration. Migrate થવું એટલે transfer થવું. Sorry. Migration. Yes, this is question. Describe Colrose law of independent migration of ions. Yes. Migration means ions are moving in the solution. That is migration from one place to another place. The law states the law, Colrose law states that limiting molar conductivity of an electrolyte can be represented by the sum of individual ions, the sum of the individual ion, anion and cation. Yes, migration. Sum of individual cations and anions limiting molar conductivity. Yes, this law actually says molar conductivity of this strong electrolyte. Molar conductivity of this strong electrolyte is actually addition of its ions molar conductivity. એટલે suppose molar conductivity of NaCl limiting molar conductivity of NaCl means it is actually molar conductivity of Na plus ion and molar conductivity of Cl minus, nothing else. Limiting molar conductivity of electrolyte is a sum of individual cation and anions. એટલે કે anion અને cation ની જે infinite molar conductivity હોય એનો addition જેટલું હોય છે. This is the law of independent migration of ions, nothing else, very simple. Now remember, capital lambda we are using for the compound and small lambda we are using for ions. Capital lambda we are using for compound and small lambda we are using for the ions. Store in your mind. Sometimes electrolyte gives many positive and negative ions in the solution. So molar conductivity of compound in that particular case, molar conductivity of positive ion and number of positive ion. Molar conductivity of negative ion should be multiplied by number of negative ions. Suppose aluminium sulfate. Understood? NaCl માં 1 Na plus 1 Cl gives, but aluminium sulfate gives 2 positive ion and 3 negative ion. So molar conductivity should be multiplied by 3 here. For aluminium, it should be multiplied by 2. Colruyt also studies that in an electrolyte sometimes more than one positive and negative ion present. So, infinite molar conductivity of the cation multiplied by number of cation and infinite molar conductivity of anion, negative ion, multiplied by number of negative ions. Understood? Now, here lambda degree m plus and lambda degree minus small we are using for ions. Capital lambda we are using for compounds. At 298 Kelvin temperature, limiting molar conductivity of some ions in water. Limiting molar conductivity of ions into water is given H plus, Na plus, K plus, Cl plus 2 and Mg plus 2. Highest is of 349.6. Limiting molar conductivity of H plus is highest. હમણાં જ મેં શીખવાડ્યું આયન જેમ big હોય એની molar conductivity migration high હોય પણ H plus તો ખૂબ જ small છે. So how it possible? H plus is one of the part of the water. So exceptionally H plus ion having highest molar conductivity, store in your mind. હવે એમાં જે એડ કરીએ H plus is one of the part of water once again. So molar conductivity 349.6. But in the group increasing in size of ion, molar conductivity increases. So Na plus having 50.1, while potassium is big in size, so it has 73.5. In group number second, magnesium having 106, so calcium there after it having 119. These are molar conductivity of positive radical. Now for negative, OH minus hydroxide, which is also one of the part of water, so it possesses the more infinite molar conductivity, which is 199.1, where chloride having 76.3, where bromide having 78.1. Now acetate having 40.9. Now sulfate having 160. Hydroxide ion possesses 199.1. Chloride possesses 76.3. Bromide possesses 78.1. Acetate possesses 40.9. While sulfate having 160. Siemens into centimeter square into mole inverse. With increasing in size, remember, molar conductivity increases and infinite also increases. So why OH is highest? Yes, it is one of the part of the water. Now we are going to weak electrolyte. From starting to here, it was the discussion of the strong electrolyte. Strong electrolyte means our compound completely ionizes into water. 100% ionization occurs into water. Now weak electrolyte. Yes, હવે આપણે weak electrolyte વિશે ભણીએ. We are discussing about weak electrolytes. Weak electrolyte like acetic acid have lower degree of dissociation. Weak electrolyte means 100% ionization is not possible. Very less amount of compound ionizes into water. Weak electrolyte likes acetic acid have lower degree of dissociation. At higher concentration, yes, and hence for such electrolytes the change in lambda m with dilution is due to increase in increasing ions and lambda m also increases. The number of ions in total volume contains consequently the number of ions in total volume contains one of electrolyte. In such case lambda m increases steeply on dilution. Very large. Why? I am telling you. Suppose molarity of acetic acid is 1. In 1 liter, 1 mole is dissolved. Suppose ionization degree is 0.1. 1 liter માં 0.1 mole ionization થાય છે. It is clear? Now when we take 2 mole, so it will be 0.2. So number of ion increases and volume also increases. So lambda m is directly proportion with V. V increases, ion increases in strong electrolyte only. Ion तो once જેટલા occur થવા તેટલા થઈ ગયા ઇનિશિયલ સ્ટેજમાં. અહીંયા ખાલી વોલ્યુમ જ ઇન્ક્રીઝ થાય. આયન તો પછી 1 મોલ જ રહેશે, 1 મોલ K પ્લસ. અહીંયા 0.1 0.1 0.2 0.2 એટલે અહીંયા આના માટે ગ્રાફ સ્ટીપલી ઇન્ક્રીઝિંગ. એટલે લો કોન્સન્ટ્રેશન હોય તો એની મોલર કન્ડક્ટિવિટી લેસ હશે. પછી ડાયલ્યુશન ઇન્ફિનાઇટ થાય એટલે પછી સ્ટીપલી એક ધારું ઉપર ચડશે. એટલે ગેટેડ ગ્રાફ ઇઝ નોટ linear. There is the problem. Our gated graph is not straight, so we can't get intersection on y-axis. So if this graph in which place it cut on y-axis we don't know. For weak electrolyte there is a problem. So our gated graph for strong electrolyte is straight. So it easily cut and we can define exactly degree of lambda degree m. But weak electrolyte we can't derive properly lambda m. When we take lambda m versus concentration C, so getted graph is curved. That is the problem for weak electrolyte. Why? With decreasing in concentration, dissociation degree increases. 1 liter હોય તો 0.1 mole ionization, 2 liter હોય તો 0.2, then number of ions and volume both increases. So steeply graph is curved, an intersection of y-axis we can't get properly. That is the problem. So lambda degree m is not derived properly from the graph. For weak electrolytes, strong માટે derive થઈ જાય, weak માટે. Therefore lambda degree m for weak electrolyte is obtained by using Colruy's law of independent migration of ions. So we have to use independent law of migration of Colruy's law. Yes, so we will use here independent migration law of the Colruy's for getting lambda degree m value for the weak electrolytes. So suppose dissociation of acetic acid is alpha, dissociation degree. Dissociation degree alpha is equal to lambda m upon lambda degree m. By using this formula we can derive, sir. Here alpha is dissociation degree. Yes, sir. Dissociation degree of weak electrolytes. Alpha is equal to lambda m upon lambda degree m. But we know weak electrolyte, acetic acid is the weak electrolyte. We know acetic acid is a weak electrolyte. So what we have to do? For acetic acid, when we dissolve into water, so 100% ionization is not possible. Suppose one part of acetic acid is taken, so initially product will be 0. Our dissociation degree is alpha. Degree means reference to 100. The one part mathi alpha part ionization. So occurred ion will be alpha alpha. One part mathi alpha. So its C concentration will be C into 1 minus alpha, C alpha, C alpha. So our equilibrium constant Ka will be product concentration of the product upon reactant. C will be cut, so C into alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. Yes, now put down value here. So Ka is a constant, dissociation constant. dissociation degree, dissociation constant. Ka. Put down value here, lambda. Lambda m upon lambda degree m square. 1 minus lambda m upon lambda degree m. So here C. Lambda square m, lambda degree square. Lambda degree m minus lambda m upon lambda degree m. So here C into lambda degree m, lambda degree square m upon lambda degree m square. Lambda degree m minus lambda m. Lambda degree one time cut. So C into lambda square m upon lambda degree m into bracket lambda degree m minus lambda degree. Lambda degree m means infinite, limiting molar conductivity of electrolyte. Lambda m is only molar conductivity. Yes, so our simplification is like this. Lambda C into lambda square m upon lambda square m minus lambda degree m minus lambda m. Understood? Now I am giving you use of Colrose law. Application. Application of Colrose law. Applications of Colrose law. Colrose law. Using Colrose law, using Colrose law of independent migration of ions, it is possible, yes, it is possible to calculate infinite limiting molar conductivity for any electrolyte, from the lambda degree ion lambda degree or individual ions. Moreover, for weak electrolytes like acetic acid, yes, कैसे में बताना है acetic acid, it is possible to determine lambda degree m of eta. Dissociation constants once we know, if dissociation constant once we know, then lambda degree m and lambda m at a given concentration we can derive, sir. Kohlrausch નો application છે. If our electrolyte is weak, so we can define, sir, using Kohlrausch independent migration law, and we can define, sir, infinite molar conductivity of weak acid with acid. Suppose I am giving you example which is not given in the book. Acetic acid is weak. We have to define molar conductivity. First we have to decide which ions are present in our compound acetate and H+. Clear? So having acetate ion, choose a strong electrolyte. So acetate ion having strong electrolyte is sodium acetate, and choose H+ ion having electrolyte, so which is hydrochloric acid, and some of them in which one ions are excess, Na plus and Cl. So Na plus and Cl minus ion having compounds molar conductivity we have to subtract. Clear? આ weak electrolyte છે, તેમાં આયન્સના માઇગ્રેશન લોનો યુઝ કરીને અને નેગેટિવ આયન હોય એવું સોડિયમ એસિટેટ લીધું, H પ્લસ હોય એવું HCl લીધું, then એમાંથી એક્સેસ NaCl હોય એ સબસ્ટ્રેટ કર્યું. તો એક્ચ્યુઅલી આયન્સ હોય તો નેગેટિવ લેવાય. we are separating. Sodium acetate means acetate plus Na plus. For HCl, lambda degree H plus plus lambda degree Cl minus. Now minus lambda degree M Na plus minus lambda degree M Cl minus. Cl cut, Na plus cut. So lambda degree M acetate and lambda degree M H plus gives molar limiting molar conductivity of acetic acid. Understood? Now another example for better understanding. Ammonium hydroxide, yes, which is one of the weak electrolyte. Infinite limiting molar conductivity we have to define for ammonium hydroxide, but which is very weak. Which is very weak. So what happens actually? NH4 plus NCl. NH4 plus ion having electrolyte, choose first. So ammonium chloride. OH minus ion having, choose first. So sodium hydroxide. And which ion is excess there? Sodium and chlorine. So we have to subtract from there. So lambda degree M NH4 plus plus lambda degree M Cl minus, lambda degree M Na plus, lambda degree M OH minus, lambda degree M Na plus, lambda degree M Cl minus. Chloride cut, sodium cut. Yes, so this gives a perfect limiting molar conductivity of weak electrolyte by using Kohlrausch independent migration law. Now we are in our example 3.7. Question number. Calculate lambda degree n for calcium chloride and MgSO4 from the data given in table we discussed table 3.4. For getting limiting molar conductivity of calcium chloride, here lambda degree m of calcium and 2 times lambda degree m of chloride. In calcium chloride there is 1 calcium ion and 2 chloride ion. 1 time calcium and 2 time chloride. So molar conductivity of calcium is 119. Ion માટે small lambda, compound માટે capital. Calcium ની molar conductivity 119. But in chlorine is 76. But 2 times. So 271, actually 76.3 is exact. So 271.6 Siemens into centimeter square into mole inverse. This is molar conductivity. Now for getting molar conductivity of MgSO4, so molar conductivity of Mg plus 2 and molar conductivity of sulfate. So here what we have to do, here is 106 and 160, so 266 is the infinite molar conductivity of MgSO4. Understood? Now question number 3.8. Question number 3.8. Lambda m, lambda degree m. Infinite molar conductivity for NaCl, HCl and sodium acetate are 126.4, then 425.9 and 91.0 Siemens into centimeter square per mole inverse respectively. Calculate lambda degree for acetic acid. HAC means acetic acid, acetate with H plus. Yes, for getting the molar conductivity of acetic acid equal to, we know molar conductivity of sodium acetate. So acetate with sodium, NaAC means sodium acetate plus addition of HCl minus NaCl. For sodium acetate it is 4 to 5.9. Sorry, 91. Then for HCl 4 to 5.9. We are subtracting 1 to 6.4. So 9, 6. 5 plus 1, 6. 9 plus 2, 11, 1. 5 and 6.9 minus 1 to 6.4. So 5, 0. 390.5 Siemens into centimeter square into mole inverse is our answer. Now 3.9, last question of the day. 3.9 example. Zero point zero 1028 mole per liter acetic acid is 4.95 into 10 raised to minus 5 Siemens into centimeter inverse. Calculate its dissociation. Dissociation constant. If lambda degree m for acetic acid is 309.5 Siemens into centimeter square into mole inverse. Here for getting the molar conductivity, yes sir, we know 1000 into K upon C. Yes sir, but here given mole per liter, so 1000 K 4.95 conductivity K 4.95 Siemens like K Siemens per centimeter inverse. Here mole per liter 0.001028, so 48.15 Siemens into centimeter square. This is molar conductivity. Now we are going to dissociation degree. Means alpha. So alpha is equal to lambda m upon lambda degree m. So 48.15 divided by 390, infinite तो आपेलू छे ने, unit will be cut of both. So 0.1233 is our dissociation degree. But we have to derive dissociation constant Ka for acid. Acetic acid plus water gives acetate and A3O plus 1, 0, 0. 1 minus alpha, alpha, alpha. C into 1 minus alpha, C alpha, C alpha. So Ka, C alpha upon C. So here C cut, C into alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. Put down value here. Concentration 0.001028. alpha 0.1233 square. 1 minus 0.1233. So answer will be 1.78 into 10 raised to minus 5 mole per liter is our answer. How much percentage is dissociate? Then alpha multiply by 100. 0.1233 multiply by 100. So 12.33%. I hope you enjoyed your lecture. Then like my video and share to the other students. Bye. We will meet in our next lecture.